what's going on? And as soon as I turn, it explodes. Oh my God. Like literally as I turning, it explodes right in my face. And within seconds, I am bleeding everywhere, from my hands, from my feet, from my face specifically, gushing blood. Guys, so today I have a different video for you guys. Today is going to be a story time. I love watching these on YouTube. I've been obsessed with them. So I was so excited. I was like, I have to do a story time video, of course. So I really wanted to do a story time just so you guys can get to know me, because I can do like makeup tutorials and like hauls and all that stuff, but I feel like with those types of videos you don't really get to know me. And through story time and like saying these stories, like you guys will be able to. And I just came to realize that my life is seriously like a movie. There's so many instances in my life where things have happened that is like, it's literally from like a movie, and you're like, this does not really happen, this does not happen in real life, but it's happened to me. So I just wanted to do story time. Maybe eventually, once I have enough of these playlists, my life is like a movie. Started thinking, and then I remembered this story, and I was like, oh my God, I have to share this story of the time I survived an explosion. So if you guys see like the sun here, this is something you guys don't usually see because I usually film at night, but it's during the day. So yeah, just ignore that, the sun's going down. So I decided to start with these two stories when I was little. They kind of intertwine with each other. I believe I was around 7 years old. We would hang out in my uncle's house, like my dad's brother, and his family. We like absolutely loved them. They had like 5 kids. And then it was me and my 3 sisters. My brother wasn't even born yet. Maybe I was 6. I don't know. We always had a blast with our cousins. We got along with them so well. Well, this one time we were playing outside. So one of my cousins, my older cousin, he convinces me to pretend that I am dead. He's like, okay, we're going to do this. We're going to go in like to like that inside the house, and we're gonna tell your mom and your dad that you're dead, that something happened, you're dead. Just play dead, just lay there. This one I don't remember that much, but it correlates with the other one, like I said. So then I lay there, and my mom says that she walks out because like she's panicking. Like everybody ran in there, like my sisters and like all my cousins, and like, Roxanne's dead, something's wrong, like she's dead, she's just dead, because what, okay. And so my mom says she rushes out like in a panic, like what is going on, like y'all were playing, like what. And she says she goes out, and I'm just lying in the grass. She says she walked towards me, like, you know, try to see what was wrong. And she said I was literally not breathing, like my stomach, my chest, whatever, was not like moving. She said that they even lifted me, and she's like, you were lifeless, like you just like immediately dropped. It wasn't like, you know, when you don't trust or whatever, like you're kind of like more stiff. You just like totally were dangling like all in my arms. So she said she put me in the car, and I was just laying there, and she's crying and stuff like that, and like they're rushing to the hospital. This part I kind of do remember. I remember being in the car, my mom panicking and stuff like that, and I remember it was so funny. Like, this is horrible. Like, my mom literally told me, like, I don't understand how good of an actor you could have been to pull this off, because you were like amazing. Like, you were not breathing, you showed no sign of life. And kids, you know, they're not patient. And she said they were like about halfway to the hospital, and I crack up. And I remember because my mom was panicking, I thought it was the most hilarious thing. I pulled a prank on them, ha ha ha, and I started giggling, and that I remembered. And as soon as I started giggling, my mom looks at me and is like, what? And she is furious. Then I was laughing. I wasn't like, I didn't like like I didn't come back to life. Like, I laughed. So she knew it was all a joke, and she like beat my but she was like, we're never coming to your uncle's house again. You're never gonna see your cousins. No, no, that's what you get. Why did you guys do this? It's not funny. We're about to go to the hospital. So we ended up leaving. That was the end of it. And literally ever since that prank, when I was that little, my mom, she's believed I'm gonna be like an actor. I'm an actress or whatever. Because she was like, you being that young and pulling that off, I was like, this girl is gonna be like an actress. Like, who does this? I'm pretty sure she's still convinced that like I'm gonna be an actress. It's crazy. I can't even believe I did that. So yeah, so that was the one story. The second story correlates with that one. We didn't go back to, hang out with them as like part of our punishment. Several weeks later, I want to say maybe a week or two later, we went back and we hung out with our cousins. And so this is how my life is like a movie, okay? I don't remember every little detail, but I remember the important details about this story. This story I do not forget. Like, it's not fuzzy like the other one. Like, I remember everything. My uncle would burn his trash. Not really like all trash, but like yards trash or whatever. He had a pile like burning and stuff like that. He had just started it. They went back inside. We were playing in the playground, but so the playground was like here, and then like the fire was like over here. It was pretty far. He had a big yard. Like, it was like way across the yard. It wasn't like even anything close. So my cousin, the same cousin that convinced me to pretend that I was dead, he got the brilliant idea. That's sarcasm for you. It was not brilliant. It was not cool. He got one of my uncle's beer bottles and he decided to not throw it in the fire. No, 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 no. He so delicately placed it on the fire. As soon as he placed it on the fire, my sisters, all my cousins, him, like, they all ran to the playground. Like I said, it was like far away, and I'm just standing there like, what? Like, yeah, I saw him put the bottle, but I was so small that I didn't know what was gonna happen. I didn't get the big deal. And I remember I turned back and they were already like in the play set or some on top of the like slider, and they were like, come, hurry, run. And I was like, what's going on? And as soon as I turn, it explodes. Oh my God. Like, literally as I turning, it explodes right in my face. And within seconds, I am bleeding everywhere, from my hands, from my feet, from my face specifically, gushing blood because of like the glass went everywhere. Oh my God, there was so much blood, guys. That part, my brain luckily, kind of like put out of my mind, but I remember I was like, this is serious. My face has just been blown up. So my cousins and my sisters, they run inside the house and they tell my mom and dad that, oh my God, Roxanne, she's bleeding, blah, 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 like there's an explosion, da, 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 da. And because of the first story, my parents were sitting there like, we're not falling for that again. No. I think my mom even said that she told them, no, tell Roxanne to get her butt in here. And I remember walking in the house, like I was like bleeding everywhere, and I remember walking inside the house and I was like, like blood curdling scream. Like, I'm just like toning it down because I have neighbors, but you best believe I was like shouting. And then like my mom sees me and she's like, oh my God, and they get towels, and she said like I drenched the towel. The towel used to be white, well, it turned out red. She said like my biggest gash was from my face. She said they rushed me to the hospital. At this point in the story, that's when my mind blocks it out. And luckily, because my mom said that when they went to the hospital, there's no real anesthetics, or I don't know what the heck you call it, but they couldn't put me under. Like, they literally sewed me or sutured me, whatever you call it, when I was awake. Like, she said I was like there and I was like, stuff like that, and she was like, do not move, and like they were like that, the nurses were holding me down and stuff like that, and they were like sewing me up. I think my mom said eventually I did pass out, but yeah, she's like, it was hard to watch. I still to this day have a scar here. I have a scar all over my arms and my legs from the explosion of like the glass going everywhere. Yeah, that was literally the scariest near-death experience, I guess you could say, at a young age. And it's funny though, my scar is not really that noticeable, especially when I have makeup, obviously, but when I don't have makeup, it's not really that noticeable. But when I cry, it gets really red, and that's usually how people have found out, like if I'm with a friend and stuff like that and stuff's going on, I'm like crying, and they're like, oh, like I didn't notice you had a scar, what happened? And that's when I tell them the story. It's funny because every now and then, like, the scar will hurt, like I have like a ping, like, I don't know, like stinging there. You know how Harry Potter, his scar will hurt whenever Voldemort is around. Well, mine hurts. I wonder if that's a thing. Like, if a person has like a scar in their face, if like it just stings every blue moon. I don't know. It's really weird. But yeah, that was the time that I survived an explosion. I hope you guys enjoyed that story. Let me know if you guys like these videos, and I'll keep making more. I actually think I have a few more. I might film another one. So if you see the same outfit with another story, it's because I thought of another story to tell. But thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to thumb up and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.